going on in LSW? This is the ButlerDidIt86 here. I am super excited to present to you the debut episode of our LSW You Music Series podcast, which features the lead singer Baz from Massive Wagons, and I am super excited to present this one to you guys. Get ready for an absolute joy of a interview. I had so much fun recording this, and you can see it was an absolute genuine laugh. You guys are going to be super excited for this. Any ideas you guys have for future podcasts, please do let us know in the comments, but enjoy the interview. Right, okay, so here we go. This is the debut episode of our new podcast series that I'm recording for a community that I'm a proud member of, and I've taken it upon myself to do this particular podcast. I'm so passionate about music, and I love your guys, Massive Wagons, absolutely fantastic band. For those of you who don't know who Massive Wagons are, they are absolutely fantastic in the hard rock scene, and been going since 2009, is it?
Bloody hellfire. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's a long time. Yeah, a long time, yeah.
So we'll do all the get to know you, so that way the community get to know you as well. I already know you, so from listening to you constantly in the car, I always have you turned up to 11.
Good man.
Best way to do on the commute to work. So to kick things off, get this out the way first. Incredible name for a band. Is there an outrageous story behind it? Or...
Yeah. Well, there is an outrageous story about it. To be honest, it was a nickname for a barmaid in a bar that we used to frequent in. To be honest, we got a gig. We used to be a covers band. You see.
Yeah.
We had about 10 songs learned, various AC/DC, Judas Priest songs, all the usual stuff. And a local venue wanted to book us, and we didn't have a name, so that we just came up with it in about 2 seconds. It was just stupid, and we were just too lazy to change it really. And then before we knew, we kind of caught on, and here we are. We're kind of stuck with it really. So yeah, it's ludicrous. Yeah. It kind of doesn't mean anything after a while, does it? It just becomes the name of your band.
Yeah. So it wasn't sort of like you saw a wagon passing by and you thought to yourself, God, that thing's massive.
I wish that had been the case, yeah.
So how's the chaos of tour life treating you at the moment? Like, is there quite a lot going on at the moment on the road, or?
Yeah, we're about to. We've got to head out into Europe again in a few weeks. We're playing Planet Rock's Rockstock, headlining that on one of the nights. I can't remember which. Friday night, I think. And then we're going to Europe with the Virgin Marys and the Hot Dam for 2 weeks, which is going to be great. We're going to Europe quite a lot, and it's a lot of fun. Germany, in particular, to be honest, we like Germany. They seem to like us, and they play us on the radio a lot and stuff like that. So it's always good to go out there.
You'll say Germany have got a fabulous appreciation of hard rock and rock in general, haven't they? They
have, some of the best festivals in the world as well. Yeah. We played Wacken a couple of years ago, and it was incredible. Absolutely mind-blowing place.
What would you say is the strangest venue or gig that you've ever played in?
The strangest. We once played a wake.
You played a wake?
This was a long time ago. This was in Morecambe. A friend of ours had sadly passed away, and his missus was his lovely lady, and they asked us, because he was a big rock fan, if we would play his wake. I'm not sure anybody else at the wake knew who we were or cared for us, to be honest with you. It made her happy, and that was the main thing. There was about 30 people there. But it was a good guy, and we sort of did it for him, because it's the thing you do, isn't it? So probably awake, to be honest, yeah.
Obviously, like when you're out and about, who would you say within the band is the biggest troublemaker out of all of you?
The biggest troublemaker,
or is it a team effort? Or are you all?
We're all pretty sensible these days. It was always Alex, to be honest with you. He was always a bit. Well, Stephen's the youngest in the band now, but for a long time it was Alex, the drummer. And he's grown up a lot now, but back in the day he used to get some scrapes like that. Yeah, he would.
Got to watch out for those drummers. Got to watch out for them.
And drummers, it's the universal opinion about drummers, mate. They're a nightmare. They're a law unto themselves, drummers. Yeah.
If you had to swap lives with another rock band for a week, who would it be?
Had to what? Sorry.
If you had to swap lives with any other rock band for a week.
Lives? All right. Oh wow.
Who would it be?
for just a week.
Just a week.
I mean, I would say somebody like. I mean, I don't know. I would say a band like Scorpions or Van Halen, but they're all about 80-year-old now, aren't they? So maybe I wouldn't want to be an 80-year-old through it. Maybe if I swapped lives with Scorpions in the 80s.
Yeah. Scorpions may be 80 years old, but they're still rocking like they're 50. Still rocking hard.
Yeah, somebody like that, mate. I don't know. Yeah. Airborne, they do a lot, don't they? They're big fans of them. They're young guys, aren't they? They're living the dream, aren't they, on the road? It's
like the new generation AC/DC sound with Airborne. Fantastic.
Yeah. But Scorpions, if I could choose an era, it'd be Scorpions in the 80s, without a doubt. Yeah.
Oh god.
Crazy times.
Yeah. I'm a fan of the Scorpions as well, so that to me is like, well, respect, huge respect. So with the band, you've got such a big anthemic sound. What's the secret sauce behind your songwriting?
Adam, probably. Adam and his love of Van Halen, maybe. I don't know. Yeah. Well, Adam's a massive Adam and Stevie write most of the music. Adam writes the majority of the music, to be honest. And they're both big fans of similar bands. Adam's a massive fan of like the Scorpions and Van Halen and Thunder and Def Leppard and them bands. And Stephen's a big AC/DC fan, massive AC/DC fan, all that kind of stuff. And I'm a big fan of like the Wild Arts and the British rock and British Terrorvision, all them kind of bands, really. And it all just works together somehow. All of those bands, I think, all those styles and those bands, they all have big sounds. And we kind of mix it. It's just a mix-up of all them kind of bands, really, what we do. There are our sort of influences. So this is what comes out, really, yeah.
I say it's good to have those bands to fall back on. Like you look at their musical style and it influences you into your own own sound. And
I mean, we listen to a lot of stuff, of course. We listen to like Judas Priest. We're big fans of Priest. All that era stuff, really. It's all great music, isn't it?
100%, 110%. For me personally, there's all your songs. I'm turning up to 11, and the one song that always gets me smiling is the Curry song. What was the inspiration behind that one? Because it's so catchy.
That separates people. That song, I've got to be honest. People either love it or absolutely hate it. We don't really play it very often. We play it occasionally, and half of the people switch off and half the people go mad. Well, I mean, I don't know who wrote this music for that song. It could have been Stevie, that one. I'm not sure. It could have been Stephen. Sent me the music, and I wrote 2 or 3 sets of words for it. And it just didn't feel like it was finished. It didn't feel right. And then I was trying to think in my head what songs have bands had that have been good, what themes and and basically I was thinking about was that there's Tequila by Terrorvision. To be honest with you, I thought they've written a song about tequila. It's absurd. People who go out on the drink love a tequila from time to time. And it's, So I thought, what else do people love? As a nation, we love eating curries, don't we? So
it's either a curry or a kebab, one of the two.
A kebab song. I mean, it's just as stupid. But I just wanted something people could identify with. People who love a curry, don't they?
I'm always like shouting in the car, going hot, hot, hot. It's just so catchy. I love it. It may be like a guilty pleasure for others, but I would say it's brilliant.
It's a genuine good song. Well, that's all right. I'll take that.
Absolutely, 110%. So when you're actually doing the songwriting process, do you guys write together in the room, or is it like one brings an idea kind of deal that you do?
No, Adam generally starts it. Adam or Stephen, they start with the guitar stuff. Really, I mean, I don't write any words or anything till I get some guitar stuff from those two. I started doing a bit more. Adam started putting songs down in a bit more of a complete fashion to me now. He puts some drums down, just pre-recorded like samples, beats and stuff. So it's a bit easier to write words and stuff. You get a bit more of an idea of what the song's going to be like. But yeah, and then once we've kind of got the words and the music in some sort of state, we practice every week. So, and we have done for most of the 15 years we've been going. We practice every week. So I don't know why the bands do or don't, but we've got it in our diary. So we put time aside for songwriting. So we work on new songs all the time, or practice the set for a tour or a festival or whatever. But Yeah, yeah. Well, it's good. Songwriting's fun. You know, it's creative, isn't it? You know, playing bloody Ratio for the 4th millionth time is a bit boring.
So you like to build the foundations from a tune before you put the lyrics to the tunes?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. The music's kind of there. Be that just a guitar, or Adam put some of the bits together now, and it just makes it a bit more complete. Really, yeah.
Absolutely. So that's a good creative process, to be fair. So because I don't think I could actually think of a lyric myself. Like if I had a piece of music in front of me, I wouldn't want to put any lyrics to it until I had some sort of idea as to what the structure is going to be. So if it's slow, then you want something a bit like bit lovey-dovey or a bit softer in terms of lyrics, and
it can be fun. Like, I mean, the drums. I mean, the drums always determine the speed of the song. I mean, Adam can give me a guitar part, and then I can write something, and then essentially what I've written as words, really, I suppose, and the melody can dictate what style of drums Alex puts to it. But if he gets it first, he can determine how ferocious the song's going to be, if it's going to be fast or slow or whatever. But the drums are the heartbeat, aren't they? They determine what's going to happen, really.
So, in your latest album, what track off of it would you say captures best where you guys are right now in terms of music? The music.
I don't. It's hard to tell, really, because we swing from left to right all the time. We're writing different type of stuff we like. I mean, all over the place, really. But I mean, we just put another song out at the moment called "Everywhere We Go," which is like we've not written enough for a new album yet. We've only written 2 or 3, but we wanted to put one out to kind of keep things going, if you like. And we've got this tour coming up in Europe, so it's on German radio at the moment, I think. So it's kind of to promote that tour, really. And that's kind of big anthemic kind of a song, really, a bit like In It Together, a bit like something off House of Noise, maybe. Maybe that's where we're at. And then maybe the next song will be a frigging country song, or just depends what mood Adam's in, really. Or a heavy song, I don't know.
So do you ever sort of think to yourself like, oh, I'm not particularly feeling rocky with this song, I'm going to go to a country style? Do you get that sort of feeling sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, we're all big fans of country music. We like just like good songs, really. And if I think something, if Adam comes up with great riffs and he just sends them to me, and if I put my ideas to him and see what comes out. It's not very often we scrap songs, to be honest. We work through them. You know, if something's good, if it's got a good element and it's worth working at, you stick at it. You know what I mean? We don't scrap many, and we don't write millions to go into the studio with either. We make sure we've got just the songs that we would need to record. We spend time making sure they're right. You know.
Absolutely,
That's where we do it.
So you've been described as carrying the torch of British rock. Does that feel like a pressure, pride, or a bit of both?
Who said that?
Well,
not my mom.
Everyone that I spoke to, like, that knows of you, they always say that, like, you know, British rock, you're sort of carrying the torch of, like, the bands like Def Leppard and Judas Priest and all them sort of bands. And
well, that's nice to hear, isn't it? That's very cool, you know. I mean, I suppose there is a little bit of pressure in that way, but we don't. We just do our own thing, really. We live in our own little world. We don't really put any pressure on ourselves. Whatever happens, really. We are our own worst critics, and we like to spend a lot of time writing songs and make sure they're right, and we just stick with this. We've had a few albums out now, and they seem to be, been accepted in a good manner, really. So I like to think we know what we're doing. We've got plenty of ideas, you know. We're still creative and got plenty of ideas going. So we'll just ride it till the wheels fall off, won't we? Whatever.
Absolutely.
And another band come along and do whatever. It's all good.
So the next band that comes along will be inspired by yourselves.
Well, you know, that's what we can inspire somebody. That's amazing, isn't it? I've always said all bands are as important as each other. You know, even the small bands, they're all grinding it out for the next big rock band to come along, aren't they? And you need to be there to fill the gaps, really. And it's all important stuff.
And they're just waiting for their chance to be discovered.
Or whatever.
How do you balance keeping the classic rock energy while still sounding fresh and modern?
Well, blimey. Well, I mean, we've always obviously been big fans of classic rock, but we always tried to make a point of, well, lyrically, trying not to sort of wallow in old old styles, you know, not to be a throwback band. We want to sort of carry it forward to a new audience if we can. We have tried to over the years anyway. Try and make it relatable and show younger people or people that might turn their nose up at classic rock that's been around for a long time, maybe rightly so. It does get a bit stale, you know, that it still can be relevant and it still can be, you can connect with it and it's modern. We try and make classic rock modern, trying to bring it forward, not singing about bloody the devil and whiskey and women and all. It's all very cool, but it's been done 4 million times by 4 million bands. You know, I want to make it edgy again a bit. You know, if we can anyway. That was the kind of idea. You know, all these other heavy genres succeed. Metal's taken a bit of a new path, and that's very relatable to the younger audience, and it's very modern and current and edgy. So I don't see why rock music can't go the same way. You know, it doesn't have to be 70-year-old blokes. You know?
Doesn't have to be like your typical idea of what classic rock is. It can it could be edgy. It could be
spandex and massive hair. It's, you know, it's as cool as it is, and as much as we all enjoyed that era, it's very much an era, isn't it? You know, we want to be relatable to younger people. You know what I mean?
I was going to say that era does seem to sort of have some sort of resurgence in contemporary rock music at the moment. Yeah, so it's cool to see that sort of era still getting a.
You know, but I want to be me. I want to be. Yeah. Well, that's why I like bands like the Wild Arts and Terrorvision and them bands in the 90s, because they just seem to be themselves. You know, you know, a lot of bands, it's just throwback stuff. It's just unless you're amazing, it's been done better before to me. So I don't want to do what anyone else has done. I know it's impossible. It's near impossible to be completely original, but you know, got to try it. Yeah.
Oh God, 100%, 110%, yeah. When it comes to like doing your vocals, who is your biggest influence in terms of vocals?
Big influences, crikey. I mean, I like all sorts really. I like all sorts. I was a massive Who fan. I like Roger Daltrey. I think he's got an amazing voice. He sounds like himself, and he's very powerful and gritty.
Yeah,
I like them. I like the powerful singers. Brian Johnson might not be the best vocalist in the world, but he gives it. You know, his blood, sweat, and tears when he's on stage, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%.
You know, probably the same for Bon Scott as well. You know, same sort of thing. But then you got your Danny Bowes, who are they just never put a foot wrong.
Yeah,
an amazing voice.
Yeah,
all those guys really. Yeah. I like it. Singers with attitude and power, you know. And if there's a little bit of an imperfection in there, it's not just quite the best in the world. I think that adds to it, really. You know, it sounds original. You know, sounds like them. Those kind of singers.
Perfect.
I think.
When you're out on the road, what's one of those you had to be there moments from touring that always makes you laugh, even to this date?
Oh my word! You had to be there moment. Crikey. Oh, blimey, I don't know, really. Now you're asking. I think if I've ever met anybody, I made a fool of myself. Probably loads of times. I met Max Cavalera at Boomtown Festival. We played Boomtown Festival years ago with Earache had a stage there. Boomtown Festival's like a massive electronic music festival, like dance and drum and bass and all that kind of stuff. Absolutely massive festival. It's an unbelievable place. And Earache had a stage there, and Max Cavalera was there. And I remember when I first went to secondary school, I met a guy, and he was into rock and metal music. And all I've ever listened to at the time was my dad's records, really, Deep Purple and Rainbow, all them kind of bands. And he introduced me to Sepultura, and I'd never heard anything like it in my life. And I was blown away. And anyway, years and years later, we played Bloomtown, and I met Max Cavalera, and I'd been drinking a lot. I confronted him, and I told him this story about me going to school, and he just absolutely looked at me like I was a piece of shit. I didn't have a clue who I was, what I was talking about, and he just walked away. And rightly so, I was talking absolute rubbish. I just felt, what the fuck have I just said to Max Cavalera? Got this story off my chest about this guy I knew at school, and all. I was like absolutely arsehole. Yeah, there you go. Off the top of my head, that's all I've got. I'm afraid.
No, that's definitely one of them amusing ones that you think to yourself, oh,
Why did I do that?
Why did I do that? So in between shows, what do you tend to do with yourselves to keep sane? Like, what do you do in your spare time between the shows?
Well, I mean, we work as the band. We do the band full time, so there's a lot to organise. You know, we're always arranging stuff and organising tours, or you know, we have a unit. Me and Adam run a thing called have a patron, called Wagons World, like an online fan club, if you like.
Yeah.
So me and Adam do that full time and interact and create content and organise things for that. So that takes up quite a bit of time. We do all our own merch as well, so we're doing that quite a lot. There's always something to do. It's quite surprising, to be honest. So yeah, we fill our time doing that, really. Writing, singing, rehearsing, and I look after my voice and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why your majority of your downtime is all running all that
doing all that kind of stuff, really. Yeah.
So when you're riding on tour, what's the most ridiculous thing that you keep with you on your tour bus?
Our drummer.
Your drummer.
He's absolutely fucking ridiculous. No, I don't know. I don't know, really. I don't know. We're boring, man. We're boring. I don't even drink anymore.
Do you keep any sort of like little mascots with you that you just like, you're there, you're my good luck charm?
Not really, mate. No. Our bus is horrible. Alex goes running a lot. But he's always hanging his fucking sweaty shorts up in the bus or his underpants. So he comes off stage, hangs his sweaty underpants up in the bus. You know, it's just a horrible environment. It stinks. It is what it is. There's no good luck charms on there. If you know anything that brings you good luck, let me know, and I might try and find something.
If I knew there was something like that, I'd have it myself, because I need a bit of good luck every now and then. Have you ever had a show that go completely sideways? That go wrong, and how did you recover from that?
Yeah, I mean, we've had it. I mean, I think that's what makes a good band, really, is handling these things on stage. You know, if things go wrong and you don't panic or you don't fall apart, then that's the hardest thing to do, really, as a band, is to keep going. You know, keep the crowd entertained. Things go wrong. We've had power cuts and amp heads blow up and guitar pedal boards frigging go bang and come down. You know, we've got to sort them out on the stage. You know, you just make a point of it, make a joke of it, laugh about it.
Yeah.
Take the piss out of whoever's happened to. You know. Or I fell off stage. Stephen knocked me off stage once. We played a gig and Stephen knocked me off stage, so I fell off the front of the stage. I landed on a photographer, luckily. So he broke my fall.
Yeah, someone cushion your fall.
Yeah. You just had a laugh about it and just carry on, really. It is what it is. Live music, isn't it? These things happen, don't they?
You say, like, if you fall off stage yourself as a vocalist, it'll be like the crowd will carry on singing for me while I just get back up on stage.
Whatever. I mean, we went on tour with Ugly Kid Joe a few years ago, and there was a disaster there. And Whitfield, the singer, he's a pro, like, that guy's amazing. He handled it unbelievably. The whole place went off, the lights went out, the power went off, there was no sound. He was just singing songs, a cappella songs with the audience, and everybody's singing, and he had him in the palm of his hand. That's the kind of, super talented guy.
100%. That's the sort of thing that you'd expect to be doing yourself.
Maybe, yeah.
Power cut happens, you'd be like, let's have a little bit of a sing-song while we're waiting for this power to
Let's sing some nursery rhymes, yeah.
You'd be like, anybody electrician in the audience? Come and fix the power for us. So when it comes to like your influences within the industry, if you could jam with any musician, living or dead, who's getting the call from yourself?
Jam with anyone? Any of the big bands, really. I mean, any bands would be great. Wouldn't it be great to share a stage with Angus or somebody like that singing? I'd love to. We used to play a lot of AC/DC songs back in the day as a cover band, and it'd be great to get on stage and sing a couple of them old songs with those guys playing. That'd be great. You know, they're one of the few bands I know quite a few of the words to the songs, so anybody else would be a waste of time. It'd be great to sing some songs with DC. Like, that'd be cool. That.
So would you say they're the ones that you sort of remember the most when it comes to lyrics?
I would say
memorize those ones.
Probably played more AC/DC songs as cover songs than any other band, I would say. So yeah, I'd feel pretty confident singing some DC songs. I think with those guys, I think it'd be a laugh. Probably think I was awful and never want to see me again. But I'd enjoy it.
Totally. I would love to sing an AC/DC song, but I'd probably just like completely mess up the lyrics.
Well, this is the worry, isn't it?
Because if I was on karaoke or something like that, I'd just be what's the next word? Because you just see the words on the screen, but in your head it turns to gibberish when you're doing karaoke. It's like, how do I recover this?
Exactly, I've been there a few times.
So the UK rock scene's had its ups and downs. What keeps you optimistic about it today?
About the rock scene?
Yeah,
I mean, I think it's in a pretty good place, to be honest. There's some good festivals out there, and you look at the lineups. I mean, Steelhouse announced their lineup today. It's great. Some great British bands on there. Temperance Movement are on there. You got Stone Dead and Made of Stone. These are all great festivals, and they're all full of great British rock bands. Some are older than others, but I think there's some really talented young bands coming through. I think it's. I think we're lucky. I think they just need the chance. A lot of them,
Yeah.
Downloaders. I mean, you look at the download lineup. This come out this week, and there's loads of kind of. I wouldn't say grassroots bands have been that are established, but certainly bands that they're giving a platform to, which I think is very, very noble. You know what I mean? It's great to see so many new names. That's the future, isn't it? You can't rely on old bands forever, can you? These bands need to come through and fill up these lineups for the next 20, 30 years, don't they? Hopefully.
Yeah, totally, 100%. I find it quite surprising with older bands that a lot of them are going into smaller venues now. Bands that were able to fill up arenas once upon a time going into a smaller venue. Do you think in terms of that, do you think that is a good move on their part, or do you?
I mean, I don't know really. They have their own reasons, won't they? But
yeah, because you think to yourself they could still quite easily fill out a massive arena, but yet they'd like to play the smaller gigs. Is it? Do you think it's
maybe it's just a slowing down thing? Maybe maybe it's some warm-up shows, or maybe the cost of playing arenas is just too much these days. A lot of these arenas and stuff are great to play, but can be a bit they can be a bit soulless. I mean, we've not done many. I mean, we've done a handful, but for instance, the merch tax they take on you is astronomical. So so maybe they don't like paying the merch tax, and they make more money doing it and playing some smaller shows. I don't really know.
Yeah,
I think sometimes venues can get too big. Not saying I don't want to play big venues. It's always great. Don't get me wrong.
Hold on a second. This is saying that my meeting will end in 10 minutes. Hold on a second. Let me. Hold on. Don't end whatever we do. If it does end, I'll pause.
No.
It shouldn't do.
Smaller venues, I think, are a bit more atmospheric. Maybe they just enjoy. After years of playing arenas, they want to play some smaller venues. I don't know.
Yeah.
Close and personal.
What do you think newer bands could learn from like the older era when it comes to doing their songwriting? Do you think it's that they can learn from that era, or do you think that they should sort of look a bit more modern?
I mean, certainly in terms of songcraft, I think writing songs, the music, that you can learn an awful lot. I think lyrically you can, but I think you need to be yourself. I think you need to write your own lyrics and find your own inspiration. There's always things you can learn from other lyricists, certainly, but I think you have to look inside and find your own inspiration and write your own words. But certainly music, you can take inspiration and learn a lot of lessons from people who, other actual musicians, guitarists and whatnot. Definitely, there's lots to learn. They're so talented, aren't they? There's a reason they were so big, is because they were great songwriters, Definitely.
So now we're going to come to a little bit of a personality about you guys now. If you guys were to turn into an 8-bit video game, what is each band member's power-up?
Oh my God. Well, Bowser's would be, he's lost. It wouldn't be to get bigger; it would get to get smaller, because he's lost about 6 or 7 stone in the last few months. He's the shrinking man, and so he like Mario gets bigger, he gets smaller. Alex's would probably have something to do with farting, if I'm quite honest with you. Stephen's power up. He'd probably love to think he would turn into Angus Young. That's probably what Stephen's power up would be, because that's his idol. Everything about him, everything he does is Angus Young. So he'd probably appear in a small schoolboy's outfit and breathe fire out of his ass or something. I don't know. Adam, crikey, I don't know. What would his power up be? Adam. It'd probably throwing cheese pies at people because he loves cheese pies. There's a bit of insider information for you. Cheese and onion pies. And that's my power up. I don't know. Oh gosh, my power up. I don't know. I don't know. You can answer that. That's somebody else. Make it a super long beard. I don't know.
Just like a microphone, you turn into the super singer.
Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, I'll definitely. I'll bore people to death.
Not at all. Not at all. If you weren't making music, what ridiculous alternative career would you
probably washing
windows? You'd have
washing windows now, Milo. I don't know. Well, I used to drive a lorry, so I'd probably still be doing that, or working in a quarry. I did that for a few years, so I'd probably be doing that. To be honest, I'm not really skilled at much else. I say washing windows, washing cars, probably. Yeah, something like that, something easy.
As you get to the latter years of life, you just want something that's going to be nice and easy. You don't have to worry too much about being physical.
Exactly.
I can totally understand that. So, who would you say is the best and worst in the band at handling a hangover?
Handling a hangover?
Yeah.
Oh crikey! Well, I say we don't really drink on tour anymore. The last time we hammered it on tour was the Darkness tour, really, and that was we learned a lot of lessons going on stage after with a massive hangover. So we kind of, when we're on the bus, we're pretty sensible now. To be honest, we take being in the band pretty seriously. So we don't really hammer it like that on the road anymore. To be honest, I'm bad at hanging it. Alex, probably me and Alex, I would say over the years, probably the worst. All of us. Bowser's great because he never gets drunk because he was always that big. He'd be the last man standing. I'd be the first man to bed, and he'd be the last man standing. Because he's such a big lad. There's a lot of him to fill with beer. So he was always on.
Plenty of beer to absorb more beer. That's why it would be. That's how you handle it.
Exactly.
So if the band had a theme song that wasn't written by yourselves, what do you think it would be?
A theme song. Theme song. I don't know. Have to be an 80s cartoon, maybe. Danger Mouse.
Danger Mouse.
We used to come onto the Back to the Future theme for a while. That was always a favourite of mine. I always liked the Back to the Future theme when we came on stage, and we've had several hundred walk-on themes over the last few years. But I think that was one of my favourites. The Back to the Future theme. It's a classic, classic. That it's probably that.
Right. Okay. So, looking to get things all wrapped up nicely. It's been great speaking to you, obviously.
Oh, likewise.
What would you say is the next big thing for Massive Wagons at the moment? Is it more touring, more recording, or will you be having a bit of a breather between all that?
Yeah, probably going on tour. Yeah, in a few weeks. Yeah, Europe, Planet Rock, and then Europe, and then in next year we're going to hopefully record the new album and carry on the cycle really. Then go out on tour again. So it rarely stops. Really, it's just like a big spinning wheel. It just keeps going round and round and round.
If you were to have anybody supporting you, or if you were to support anybody, who would you most like to share the stage with?
Supporting us. Well, we played. I mean, I don't know really. Supporting us. I mean, we've had some great support bands. We've made good friends with some great support bands that we've had. The New Roses from Germany. They're an amazing bunch of guys. I play with them anywhere, or the Virgin Marys. Again, amazing band. Proper top guys they are. Been out on the road with those guys as well. We played recently with a young lad called Harrison Rimmer, who's a local lad around here. He's a bit like Frank Turner, kind of a thing going on. He's amazing, top guy. Yeah, those guys, they're some of my favourite support bands we've had on the road, really. And who would we support? Anyone who'll have us. Give us a stage.
Give you a stage and you'll happily fill it.
We'll do what we do, whether they like it or not. Yeah.
What's a dream project or collaboration that's on the bucket list for you guys?
A dream collaboration. I don't know really. I don't know. We don't really. We've done a few songs with other people, like we did the Benji thing. We did Colin Duran from 100 Reasons. Was on a track, which was amazing. They always come out of nowhere, really. Collaborations. I never really think about them. But we always get to the studio, or the closer the time to recording, we always think, is there anybody who might fit on any of these songs who we could approach? You know, who we might want to work with? But I don't know really. I don't know. I admire loads of people in the music business. Well, we'll see when we get some songs and see how they sound, you know, and see if anything jumps out. And yeah, I don't know. I'd write again. I'd collaborate with anyone. I think it's good to sort of be a bit different and a bit out there, you know.
Yeah, totally.
I think creatively, if you play it too safe, it can be a bit boring. You know what I mean? I'd collaborate with anyone. Me, Max Cavalera, go get him up for him. see if he's forgiven me. All right, we'll do a song.
See if he's forgiving you for going randomly up to him and talking about all that.
Him off. Or whatever band he's in. I don't think he's in Super Sepultura anymore. I don't know who he plays with. Cavalera. Somebody, I don't know. Yeah, they'll do.
Good answers. So, would you say is the festival that you're most looking forward to being a part of it in this next year?
In the next year, I don't know really. I mean, I don't think we haven't announced any festivals yet, so I can't really talk about that. But I want to go back. Yeah. I'd love to go back and play Wacken again. That was amazing. Grass Pop in Belgium was amazing. Downloads, fantastic. Any of them really. I just love playing festivals. It's great. I think we're a festival band. It's good fun, and we like playing festivals. As long as it's sunshine. That's if it's raining, it's it. But as long as it's sunny. But Wacken's an amazing place. We'd love to go back there. Definitely, one day, hopefully.
Rock on. Definitely. Because Wacken, there's so many artists who participate in Wacken. It's just like, whoa.
Oh,
it's such a big thing.
I've never been anywhere like it. It was absolutely mind-blowing place. Yeah, next level festival, that. Incredible.
Perfecto. But, well, because I think the Zoom call is probably going to be ending randomly, so I will personally wrap it up there. But it's been fantastic to speak to you.
Oh, thank you very much.
Got to the community will get to know you guys even more from this. It is so glad to be able to speak to you.
No worries at all.
And to do all this. Thank you so much for joining me. No. So there we have it. So that was a fantastic interview with yourself. I thoroughly enjoyed that.
Thank you very much.
Always a good laugh to hear about the stories that different bands have and how it all sort of integrates into everything, like your life on the road, your life in the studio, and just everything in general, how it all pieces together. It's just amazing to be able to experience that when you're listening to albums, and it's just a great musical journey to go on. So
better than driving a truck and all that.
Or in my case, it's better working in retail or anything like that. Much better than doing anything like that. I've gone through all them sort of jobs where you just think, oh, I don't want to do this. But being in a band is just probably just the highlight of anybody's time. I've been Christian, aka TheButlerDidIt86. So I've been talking with the amazing.
Me, Baz. Well, that's a matter of opinion. We're talking to Baz from Massive Wagons. So thank you very much.
And it's been absolutely fantastic to speak to you, and I look forward to getting the new songs and
Christian,
being able to sing along with them. And just I hope the community appreciates everything that we've discussed as well. And I hope they go ahead and discover your albums and download some of the music, because if they don't, I'll be having words.
Good man.
But I will say, keep on rocking, and it's been great to speak to you.
Cheers, Christian. Thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Not a problem at all. Been great to speak to you.